Today I'll be talking with partner attorney Nancy Miller. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. I've heard something called unlawful presence. What does that mean?
Unlawful presence is what happens when someone is in the United States illegally. They can either have come in with a visa and overstayed the visa. They can come in without a visa. If they've been here for up to 180 days, which is 6 months, they are considered to have unlawful presence and a 3-year bar, and I'll talk about that more in a second.
Okay.
If they are here for a year or more, they have a 10-year bar for unlawful presence.
Is there anything after that? I mean, 10 years is 10 years.
10 years is a long time.
10 years is a long time.
But if they have an unlawful presence bar of 10 years, and they leave the United States, and then come back illegally, in other words, without government permission, they then have a lifetime bar.
Oh.
And then they have to wait at least 10 years before they can file for a waiver.
Okay, so there's still a way. I mean, you can still appeal this even if it was a lifetime bar. But I mean, why would you even get that deep, right?
Well, keep in mind that you
I'm
have
sure
to
it
wait
happens.
10 years before you can even file
Right.
for the waiver. And if you file any earlier than that, they'll deny it. Unlawful presence bars only come into effect when someone has left the United States. You are incurring unlawful presence the whole time that you're here illegally,
Okay.
but the bar doesn't come into effect until you leave the United States.
So then technically you could actually, instead of leaving the United States, then you could just stay in the United States and have unlawful presence while you're fixing your status.
That's a lovely thought, but unfortunately it's not always possible.
Oh, okay.
If someone is trying to get a green card, it may be that they have no eligibility to do the final processing here in the United States. They may have to go home to consular process. The minute they step out of the United States, they've tripped that 3 or 10-year bar. It may also be that someone has been here illegally, been picked up, been placed into removal proceedings, and it is no longer their choice of whether or not they want to leave the United States. The government of the United States ships them out. So in those cases, while they would prefer to stay here.
If I were to have any of these bars, is there anything that I can do to fix this?
There is. There is something called a waiver, which is actually a means of forgiveness, essentially, by the government. You can apply for the waiver. You need to have a qualifying relative, which is a parent or spouse who's a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. And then you need to show that they will suffer extreme hardship if you're not in the United States. That is a very high standard to reach. It's very difficult. It's more than just saying, I'm going to miss the person who's going to be gone. For that reason, it's very important that people remember to do 2 things. One, don't try to do this yourself, because you're not going to succeed. It's very complicated. As I said, the standard is very, very high. And for that same reason, it's very important to hire a lawyer who knows how to do these cases, who does them all the time, who does them well, who does them successfully. At Reeves, we do hundreds of these types of cases. You need someone who knows how to gather that information, who knows what to look for, and who knows how to put it together in a way that's most persuasive. And the lawyer that you choose could well decide whether you spend the rest of your life outside the United States or in the United States.
Okay.
Even if you had not incurred unlawful presence, but you left the United States because you were deported for any other reason and came back illegally, you've then also incurred a lifetime bar. And you have the same problem as you would have had if you'd had the 10-year bar and came back illegally. It's very important to know what the ramifications will be before you come back to the United States.
Let's say that in my case I was to leave and return back into the United States without any papers. What happens then?
That's what's called coming back illegally.
Okay.
And you come back, if you have come back illegally, as I said, the 10-year bar is now a lifetime bar, and you need to wait a minimum of 10 years before you can even apply for the waiver. Now, the problem with that is that at the end of 10 years, you may not have a qualifying relative anymore.
Oh, right.
That's a serious problem as well. You can also, though, incur that lifetime bar if you left the United States. We were talking about having to leave the United States because you were deported. And even if you had not incurred unlawful presence, but you left the United States because you were deported for any other reason and came back illegally, you've then also incurred a lifetime bar. And you have the same problem as you would have had if you'd had the 10-year bar and came back illegally. It's very important to know what the ramifications will be before you come back to the United States, if you're thinking of doing that. One other thing is that someone may innocently come back without papers. They may have a visa and came in on that visa and overstayed. As a matter of law, when you overstay your visa, the visa's canceled.
Right.
So you come back to the United States thinking that you have a visa, thinking that you're trying to enter legally, and you're not. You're trying to enter without papers. You're trying to enter without permission.
Oh, that's a good
You
point.
can wind up with the same problem. If you have any kind of problem, or you potentially have any kind of problem, it's very important to contact a lawyer who knows what they're doing before you re-enter the United States, hopefully before you leave, even more hopefully before you get into trouble in the first place.
Right.
If the lawyer has an office in your home country, that's a good place to contact them before you're coming back to the United States. At Reeves, we have an office in Manila. It's good to contact us there. If you've left the United States and you're thinking of coming back, call us. We can talk to you about what the ramifications will be, what needs to be done before you re-enter the United States. If you are in any other country, if you're in any state in the United States, we're available by telephone, we're available by televideo. Talk to us because we're experienced in this. We know what we're doing, and we can help you before you get into more trouble. It's a good expenditure of time.